everyone, Golden Ninja 3000 here again, and today is a wonderful day. I have been waiting for this day for years. I am so excited to be talking about the direct-to-consumer LEGO Marvel Avengers Tower set. It is real. It costs $500. It's releasing on November 24th, 2023 for Black Friday. It has 5,201 pieces, 31 minifigures, which is the most minifigures that have ever come in any regular LEGO set, because I think only a Castle chess set that was like limited edition from 2008 or something has more minifigures. This set is insane. This set is perfect. I just started building Gringotts from the Harry Potter line, and I also think that that set is perfect. And to me, it's just insane that Harry Potter and Marvel are my two favorite LEGO themes, and like 2 months apart, we're getting the greatest sets that I think have ever come out of those themes. So I'm really excited, as you can tell. Before we get started, I do want to remind you guys that I am an employee of the LEGO Group. However, all opinions expressed in these videos are my own and do not necessarily reflect the views of the LEGO Group. LEGO is a registered trademark of the LEGO Group of companies, which does not sponsor, authorize, or endorse this set. So, once again, speaking like purely as just a consumer perspective, before I was hired by LEGO, I did not love the direct-to-consumer sets that we got for Harry Potter and Marvel in 2022. I think that they were still really like cool sets, but as a fan, they just weren't really what I was looking for. You know, like I love the Hogwarts Express set after I built it, but when it was revealed, I was definitely disappointed that it wasn't Gringotts. So in my opinion, I think that the ball was dropped a little bit in 2022 on those direct-to-consumer sets. But this year, the LEGO Group has picked up that ball and chucked it into my face so hard it broke my glasses. Because what is this thing? Like, this could not look any better. I'm filled with love for it. I can't even form coherent thoughts. I have not taken a look at all of the details of the set yet, although I have seen some pictures throughout the day on Instagram and Brickset, so we are going to be doing a deep dive. I'm not going to talk about any minifigures until we get all the way to the end, but first off, I just love like the color scheme and everything. We have the transparent light blue, and then we have like these bands of medium azure, and then of course a bunch of gray. But I mean, this is how Avengers Tower should look, and like I love all of the windows like kind of below the curving section of the tower. And you guys know I have a custom Avengers Tower build that's a modification of the 2015 set, and that's what's been the centerpiece of my LEGO city for several years, and unfortunately it's getting replaced by this thing this year. I don't know how, because I'm going to have to buy this here in California and then I guess take it home in my suitcase for Christmas, so that's going to be fun. But I really love this. And okay, like look at how cool this is. We have these newer style posing pieces that fit into Technic axles, right? And so there's a bunch of axle bricks all over the tower so that you can really pose up your figures. That to me is really exciting and shows a lot of care, because I want to be able to display this with all of these minifigures flying around it. So I'm really happy with that. Like you might say that they don't look the best because it doesn't make like a smooth look for the tower, but I'd rather be able to pose more minifigures than have that be like plain gray bricks. And you can always swap it out if you don't like it. But there's just so much to talk about. So for $500, you get the tower, which is the biggest LEGO Marvel set ever in terms of piece count and size. Again, it has the most minifigures of any set ever, a bunch of which are new. I thought the Daily Bugle couldn't be topped. I did not need 30 minifigures in this set. I would have been very happy with 15, you know? The Daily Bugle had like 25, but that's because 20 of them were either reused or they used pieces that weren't like new prints, you know? In the entire Daily Bugle, I think there's only 9 or 10 new prints, and that was the same case for the Sanctum Sanctorum. And those are the only other 2 Marvel modulars. But this one has a lot more than 9 new prints. I believe this one has like 12 or 13 new minifigures. I can't remember off the top of my head. But it also comes with a little mini Quinjet, a little Leviathan, which looks fantastic because we did get a little Leviathan in 2019, but this one looks a million times better. And then, whoops, I didn't mean to go to the next image. All right, and then we have Loki's Chariot, which I might like the 2012 version better, but this one still looks pretty good. So let's go ahead and dive into this, I guess. Here is the front of the box. I love this image on the side. I really like the way the A logo is built. I think it looks perfect. Of course, it was a sticker on the 2015 set, but ever since then, it's been brick built, which I very much appreciate. And I love the shaping of the tower. Like, I think it was really nailed, you know, with all of like these kind of sweeping curves, and then even like, that's a concave curve on the inside, right? Not a convex curve. I just think that that's really cool. I don't think this set is modular though. Like this is a Marvel modular building, right? Like that's the line that it's part of. But instead of the floors separating, oh yeah, the floors obviously can't all separate because of that giant curve. So the entire front section, like all of the front glass just slides right off. It just pulls like straight out. So that's pretty interesting. You can see that it connects to other buildings down here, which is a little bit awkward. Like I kind of thought it would connect to buildings on the side rather than like the front and the back, but I guess that is accurate to how it works in like in universe, right? Because you want to be seeing the side of the building on your street, not the front of the building on your street. So again, I think that makes sense. There's a lot of cute references that you can tell like just immediately right off the bat over here. You can see there's like the portal opener from Avengers 1 on top of the roof. And by the way, that entire roof section is built very nicely. Like, holy cow, look at that curve. Look at how smooth it is. I'm in love with this set. I can't form coherent thoughts. Then we have like Tony being thrown off of the balcony by Loki with the suit coming to like connect around him. I also love this area where Hulk has broken through like the windows, because I believe, just like the Daily Bugle, I think that they're giving you the parts to kind of fix that up so it doesn't have to be broken if you don't want it to be, which I appreciate. And then I love what they're doing with Thor's hammer to get like the lightning in there. That's really clever. I think that that's awesome. I really love that. Again, it's just creative display moves, and that's what I want to see in a set this expensive. What else? Oh yeah, this is the Battle of New York Memorial from Hawkeye. That's a really nice reference. That's like, outside of the CMF series, I guess that's only the third time that LEGO has referenced the Disney Plus shows, because they made 2 sets for What If, but besides that, the Marvel Disney Plus shows are just totally ignored by LEGO. But yeah, this is where the front of the tower like pulls off. So there's a bunch of rooms in here, but I think that there are closer looks. I don't know if there's a closer look at the lobby. But I forgot to mention, this set is based on both Avengers Endgame and Age of Ultron. That's the one I was trying to think. I don't like Thor's hair, but I guess we'll talk about that when we get to the minifigures. So yeah, this is the scene with Tony and Alexander Pierce. That looks excellent. I like the little vending machine in the lobby. The lobby looks great. I mean, you know, it looks good. Then you have, wait, that's really funny. Oh, wait, no, that's not funny. That's the scene where like Ultron tried to kill Helen Cho, right? So that's not actually funny. But yeah, you've got Scarlet Witch and Helen Cho with Ultron, and then Vision back there. So I guess that's the whole like Cradle, Birth of Ultron stuff. Oh yeah, and you have like the Jarvis and Ultron like holographic spheres. That's a really nice reference. I love seeing that back there. And then this is the little sky bridge where Captain America fought Captain America in Endgame. So that's pretty perfect. Then up here, a little Iron Man section. That makes sense. And then I love this. I really, really love this. In order to pull in more references from Avengers 1, where this was Stark Tower and not Avengers Tower, they've moved like the helicarrier scene into the tower. You know, where Black Widow was interrogating Loki and then like they ejected Hulk out of the helicarrier in that containment chamber. I love that that was put in the tower. Obviously, it's completely inaccurate, but who cares? Like, this is a perfect little room. It's not like the tower had like a lot of screen time in the movies, you know? It was in a couple movies, but Age of Ultron's like the only movie where it had any kind of significant role as like being their base. And so I really like that this scene from Avengers 1 was just moved into the tower. Because now you have an Avengers 1 room, you have a generic Iron Man room, you have an Avengers 2 room, and then you have an Avengers Endgame room. And so I really like that. I think that that works perfectly. It's like the best way to represent a bunch of different movies at once. And I guess, yeah, there are minifigures from Avengers 1 as well. So I guess this set covers Avengers 1, Age of Ultron, and Endgame. So I guess the only movie it doesn't cover that the tower appeared in is Spider-Man Homecoming. But The balcony looks great. I guess this is also the reason why this can't be modular the same way everything else is, because this balcony, I'm really interested in how it's built, because it's gonna have to be like really rigid because of the way it sticks out. Like, I don't know if this is a shape that could exist in real life with the tower and like the landing pad and everything. But I love that a little Quinjet is included so that you can actually land it. I think that that is really awesome. And speak of the devil, there's the Quinjet. That thing looks perfect for being such a small version of a Quinjet. I'm really, really pleased with it. It is based on the Avengers 1 version, and for some reason it has the fold-up wings of the Avengers 2 version. I would have preferred an Avengers 2 Quinjet, to be perfectly honest. I know that this matches the larger one that we got in January of this year, but this never docked at Avengers Tower. The only Quinjet that docked at Avengers Tower was the blue and white version from Age of Ultron, and I really love the original version of that Quinjet from 2015, so I would have loved to see a mini version of that one here. Again, it would have just been a little bit more accurate. But I'm glad we get any Quinjet at all, and it looks perfect docked there, so that's cool. It obviously just fits one minifigure, has a couple stud shooters. I think it's great. Oh, we have the puny god scene. I guess that's what's up in the roof. So there's even... Oh, that's adorable. It's literally like a stone cracked minifigure outline of Loki because you can see his hair. I love that. That's super cool. And this is a brand new Hulk with like a movable head. So I'm really, really interested in knowing, because a new head mold was made for Thanos, is that a new hair mold that fits over Big Figs? Like, will I be able to take that hair off of Hulk's head and put it on Thanos? I would love that. That would be really exciting to me. But I think it's more likely that this is all like kind of one factory made mold. Even though the head is a separate mold, you know, the Lego group will sometimes do like these composite molds at the factory. So I'm interested in how that's going to work. Oh, and then here's the America's ass scene. This is hilarious. Okay, yeah, that's like the reference to deploying the Iron Man suit. But yeah, this is really funny, especially because it's like Lego, right? So it's just flat. But that's cute. I like that you get two Captain Americas. You can see an Iron Man helmet back there. That's nice. Oh, okay, it's not the cradle. I thought we would have the cradle back here for Vision, but it's just like a hospital table. I guess that's more useful, but I would have liked to have seen the cradle as well, because then you could do the whole birth of Vision scene and everything. Here's another look at the Quinjet. I mean, it looks good. I have nothing else to say about it. A lot of stickers on something so small, but I think it's necessary to bring in the detail. Here's the Leviathan. I think it looks great. Like, it couldn't look better at this scale, in my opinion. I really hope we see a large set of this someday. I can't believe we haven't yet, but like, villains are so lacking in Lego Marvel, like big builds for them. I would have loved to get like an $80 or $100 Leviathan set. Here's the back of the box. We don't need to waste too much time on this. Oh, but here's some other images. So here's the Avengers party from Avengers 2. I love that we have this much space. And you could also recreate the Civil War scene here. Even though that scene took place in the Avengers compound, not the tower, you could still recreate like that scene where Secretary Ross comes in. Oh, and then of course we have the scene where Loki escapes, so that's perfect. But what else do we have? You can see how big this thing is. This thing is like massive. I do have a slightly controversial opinion. This is like half joking, but it's also half real. It's too short. I mean, this is absolutely incredible. Do not get me wrong. Like, this is breathtaking. Look at how big it is compared to this man. Like, it is literally as big as him. So I think that that's great. But when I look at the whole thing, I'm like, you still look a little bit short to me. So I think I was going to build like a mock of the building that Avengers Tower comes up out of, like in universe. I was going to build a mock of that for my custom version. But now I think I'm going to build a mock of it for this. I think I'm going to build the set the way that the Lego group intended. And then I think I'm going to spend my time building like the MetLife building in New York City so that I can kind of take apart the base of this set and then have Avengers Tower like rising even taller above my city. That's what I really want to do. I don't know if I'll ever get around to it because I like to dream up a lot of mocks that I never build, but that's what I'm thinking. This thing is just breathtaking though. Like, holy cow. I wish I swore on my channel because I have a lot of profanity I could say about how beautiful this is. The little bumps when you take the front of the tower off are a little bit funny. But I really love these lifestyle pictures. Like, I think that they spotlight the towers so well. Okay, so then there's more Black Widow with Loki, and you can see Wong back there. And then more Iron Man. That's like getting more into the minifigures. Outside of the tower, yep, there's the memorial. I'm really interested in like all of the building techniques used here. And then, okay, here are all of the minifigures. Oh, weird. There's no computer generated image of them. It's just all of them just sitting out here. But let's dig into it. This is probably going to be a long segment of the video. For Chitauri, that's fine. That's cool. Getting a little mini army of Chitauri, that's nice. You need one of them to fly the chariot, and then 3 of them can attack the building. Loki from the Quinjet. Perfect, beautiful, amazing. Love this minifigure. It could not be better. I mean, I guess if you really want to get into it, it could have printed arms, but to be clear, I'm not asking for that. I'm just saying technically there are ways it could be objectively better, but to me, it's a perfect minifigure. Hulk, like I said, looks excellent. I really want to know if the hairpiece can be removed. 2 Captain Americas, both from the Quinjet, one with the helmet, one without the helmet. Makes sense, looks great. Would have loved printed or dual molded legs. Like, this is a $500 set, but I'm not complaining because there's 31 minifigures. Like, it would have been nice, but it's definitely not necessary. And hopefully we get a super detailed Captain America minifigure in another set. Because honestly, to me, the set that should have come with like a super detailed Captain America is the shield, is Captain America's shield. We shouldn't be asking for it in a set like this. Or I mean, we can ask for it, but to me, it's more important to a set like the shield, which didn't have it. So that's something that I don't like about the shield set, but it's not something I don't like about this set. I'm really trying to explain my thinking. I hope that what I'm saying makes sense. Then we have Thor. Like I said, love his hammer. Don't like his hair. I don't think the hair fits him like at all. And I really just prefer like the regular kind of shaggy hairpiece. I appreciate the designer trying something new, but I just personally don't like it. Then on to Iron Man. I'm going to be honest, I don't remember which suits these are. I think this is the Mark 6 and that's the Mark 7 or the other way around. But I think both of them are new. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but that looks gorgeous, beautiful, amazing. This one is freaking insane because it's battle damaged. I love battle damaged minifigures, so this is really cool. And even the helmet and everything, I love it. So that's 2 new additions to my Hall of Armor. Then just the regular Tony Stark, perfectly accurate to the scene, that's fine. Scarlet Witch, again, amazing, beautiful, love her so much. As you all know, Scarlet Witch is my favorite Marvel character. I'm so glad she's in this set because she does have a history with Ultron. You know, she was important to Age of Ultron. And this figure is completely inaccurate to the scene because this obviously isn't the outfit she was wearing. She didn't have this hair color at the time, whatever. But she does still have the skirt. And again, I don't care. If LEGO wants to throw in extra minifigures because they're cheap, because they're repeats from other sets, I'm all for that. You know, I'm all for getting as many characters as we possibly can. So I just like that Scarlet Witch is in this set, you know? I'm not bothered by the fact that it's her Endgame version, not her Age of Ultron version. Would I have liked a new Scarlet Witch? Of course. Who wouldn't? But is it necessary? Absolutely not. You know, I would have been more upset to not get her than to have this repeat. So I'm happy to see her. What I'm not happy about is no Quicksilver. To me, I would say that, to me, that's like the biggest problem with this set, is that there's no Quicksilver minifigure. And that is a very, very small nitpick in the grand scheme of things. I don't understand why there's not a Quicksilver minifigure, because every other like main character or supporting character from Age of Ultron is in this set. So I'm really kind of confused as to why Quicksilver isn't here. But I mean, I don't know, you know, like, I don't know what the reasoning behind it is. Hopefully we see another Quicksilver someday, but to me, like, this would have been the set to put like a really nice exclusive version of Quicksilver in. And again, for Scarlet Witch, like, poor Scarlet Witch, like, her brother is just so forgotten about in the MCU, and I just feel bad that the LEGO designers forgot him too. Wong is here. Wong is, again, like, unnecessary because he was never even at Avengers Tower. And actually, I'll circle back around to this, but you know, you could say, like, why do we have Wong? We should have Quicksilver, but that's not a fair comparison because Wong doesn't use new prints. He's just a repeat from the Sanctum. Who does use new prints is Wasp. And this version of Wasp is a major improvement over the 2018 one. We finally have a really nice helmet for her that's using like the newer mold that Ant-Man has started using. She also has like brand new vinyl pieces for her wings, which look way better than the fairy wings from 2018. The torso looks very similar, and on Wasp, I really don't like the lack of leg printing. To me, like Captain America looks fine with no leg printing, but Wasp to me just looks unfinished with no leg printing because the Ant-Man suits are kind of over detailed. It's just really glaring when you don't have any printing, especially like when she's standing next to Hawkeye and Black Widow. So this is the Age of Ultron Hawkeye using the new CMF hairpiece. That looks awesome. Black Widow from Avengers 1. I would have loved to see her Avengers 2 outfit in this set, but it did just come in that motorcycle set, so it doesn't really matter. I love all the minifigures of Black Widow that we're getting now. Oh, and I forgot War Machine. I don't think that this is new. I think this is a repeat from the from like the Iron Man armory last summer. Correct me if I'm wrong, but again, great to see War Machine here. Nick Fury, again, a repeat, but perfect. He doesn't need anything different. Falcon, he looks pretty good. I don't like brick-built wings in general. Like, I prefer the single-piece molded wings, but obviously the brick building with the stickers just gives you more range of motion. But he does have new printing for the torso and head. And so this is where I think it's relevant to bring up this point. Falcon has 2 new prints. Wasp has 2 new prints, one for the torso, one for the helmet, and a new cut for the vinyl piece. I would have preferred that the budget of Falcon and Wasp went into making Quicksilver, because Quicksilver also just needs 2 new prints for the torso and for the face, because a character like that doesn't need leg printing. So to me, it's really confusing that we get someone like Falcon who's not relevant to Avengers Age of Ultron. He was at the party, but just like in regular civilian clothes, and he had like one scene and then like one scene at the end of the movie with the new Avengers. Quicksilver is a much more important character to this set overall, so I really would have preferred the budget go to him over Falcon. But at the same time, Falcon is a bigger character in the grand scheme of things, especially because he's Captain America now. So I understand why he was included in the set instead of Quicksilver. I'm just saying that, like, as a big Marvel fan and as someone that actually really likes Age of Ultron, I'm missing Quicksilver, and there was budget that could have gone to him. Then we have Pepper Potts, who, again, doesn't look great. I don't like this face print that they keep using for Pepper Potts. It doesn't look like her, and also it's used for Hermione in Harry Potter. Like, it's a young girl's face. It's not like a 40-year-old woman CEO face, you know? And also, it's the same exact face that's being used on Wasp, and the face doesn't fit either of the characters, so I'm kind of bothered by it. I still think a new face should have been made for Pepper Potts back in 2019 for her rescue suit, and honestly, the more time that passes, I just feel the more justified in saying that, because Pepper has appeared in like 5 sets since then, and so that face print could have gone a long way. There also is an Ant-Man nano figure I forgot to mention with Wasp. That's cool. An Ant-Man minifigure would have been nice, but again, would have needed a lot of new prints because we haven't gotten one in a couple of years. Then we have Helen Cho, who's an excellent exclusive character. She looks great. Very happy to see her. I honestly miss her in the MCU. She seemed like she'd be like an interesting supporting scientist character, and then she just never popped up in another movie. Then we have Selvig, who I think looks great as well. It's really nice to finally see him. Then we have Alexander Pierce. That's the kind of minifigure I never thought we would get, so I'm kind of happy that he's included. I don't know if the face print is new, but I think it might be. And then we have 2 S.H.I.E.L.D. agents, and then Tony Stark dressed up as a S.H.I.E.L.D. agent. I really like the torso printing on them. Then we have Ultron Mark 1. He looks good, but I still think I like the 2015 version better because it had like transparent pieces to represent how he was missing armor, or how his armor was like kind of like broken up. And I kind of wish there was more than one Ultron. In a set like this, we have 4 versions of Tony Stark. You know, like we have 2 in an Iron Man suit, 1 in a t-shirt, and then 1 in a S.H.I.E.L.D. uniform. I really would have liked to have seen like Ultron Prime in this set, in addition to Mark 1 Ultron, because Avengers Tower is so iconic for being in Ultron's movie. But again, that's like a nitpick. I'm sure we'll see Ultron again at some point in the future with how many Infinity Saga sets are being made. Then we have Kevin Feige, who is an excellent exclusive minifigure as well, and absolutely hilarious. I can't believe we got a minifigure of him, but I think that he looks perfect. Again, that's a new torso print, face print, and hat print, and I'm just thrilled. I think that that's really cool. And the best minifigure in the set, in my opinion, is Vision. Holy cow. Like, what? that is the kind of exclusive minifigure that we need to see in a $500 set. He's phasing, so his legs are transparent, and so is his cape. So it must be a vinyl cape instead of a cloth cape, which honestly I think is like a better fit for Vision's like cape material anyway. It is cloth in the movies, but it just looks very plasticky. So I'm super happy with that. Like he looks excellent. Like he's come so far from like the last Vision minifigure that we got in 2018. I can't wait to do like a little minifigure comparison with them. So yeah, overall the minifigures really good. Quicksilver not being here is like my one complaint. And then yeah, like I'll nitpick about reused faces, I'll nitpick about no leg printing, but that's the kind of stuff where as a Lego fan, you're never gonna please me, you know? Like this set's never gonna be perfect because AFOLs will always find something to nitpick on. And so for me, it's like leg printing and reused faces. But personally, the only thing holding this set back from being a 10 out of 10 is the lack of Quicksilver. Everything else, it's like a 9 out of 10. And I mean, you're still missing iconic characters from the Infinity Saga. I mean, you are, because there's just no way to include everyone, you know? Like, there's no Black Panther. But there is a taxi cab gift with purchase set coming with Black Panther and 2 Outriders and a taxi cab driver. So, you know, like, that's the kind of stuff where that adds another character to the collection here. And, like, yeah, sure, an Ant-Man minifigure would have been cool. It's like... Actually, I guess we could have gotten Doctor Strange instead of Wong. I guess that's another thing I could nitpick on, is like it makes no sense why Wong is here. It feels like he's here for the memes because everyone like loves Wong, but actual like main character wise, it would have made way more sense to include Doctor Strange because he didn't go to Avengers Tower, but neither did Wong. But again, I'm just happy to see another minifigure, like 31 minifigures. That is nuts. That is nuts. And here is the 360-degree video. I already know this reveal video is probably like half an hour long, so I apologize if you're still watching, but I like to talk. Look at the way that thing shines. Dear God. I'm frothing at the mouth. That's what I tweeted. Today I tweeted, like, I've been dying to talk about this set, and I'm frothing at the mouth for it because I'm going to buy it on day one. I'm going to buy it at, like, minute one. That is what I'm going to do. Like, I need to, like, move away from this because I could just stare at that thing rotating for, like, hours on end. Okay, and then we have a little, like, lifestyle video. Let's check it out. Yeah, this thing is just so tall. I think I'm gonna go back and see how tall it is. Like, look at how smoothly the front of it comes off. That's perfect. I did wish like some of the floors would separate, but again, I understand that structurally I just don't think it was possible. Oh yeah, Loki's chariot, it does look good, but there's no close-up shots of it. I can't wait to get this. Like, I've been really bad about building sets on day one because, like I said, I just started building Gringotts even though it came out 2 months ago. But this thing, I need to start building it on day one. Like, I need to. I just want to see how tall it is before I end the video. So where's the back of the box? Nope, that's not the right image. Oh, there it is. Okay, 35 inches. So it's nearly 3 feet tall. It's just 1 inch short of 3 feet, or 35.4. So it's just 8 inches short. No, 35.4. I don't know. The point is, it's less than an inch shorter than 3 feet tall. And I think my custom one is about 3 feet tall as well. So I will be doing like a comparison video and all of that, like hopefully in December when I go home for Christmas. Like I said, I'm going to try to bring this set home, but it's too short. Like it's extremely tall. It's very impressive. I don't think Lego could make a taller Avengers Tower. I'm just saying that for me, I need it to be at least another foot or two taller. Like, I want this thing to be as tall as the Eiffel Tower. I want to walk into a room and be like smacked in the face at how beautiful it looks. So that's why I think I'm gonna, and I mean, I will be smacked in the face with how beautiful it looks because the designer did such a good job on this thing. Like, I have zero complaints about the build from pictures. You know, my opinion might change as I build the set, but from pictures, I have not a single complaint about the build. Like, to me, that is what's really impressive, because to get a diehard Lego fan, a diehard Marvel fan like me, to think that your set is perfect just based off of images, when I feel like images are usually worse in comparison to actually building the thing, I think that that's impressive, you know? So, I'm really excited for this set. Please let me know what you guys think about it in the comments below. Let me know if you're going to buy it. I'm also really excited because it's my cousin's 10th birthday in January, and so I'm going to get him this set as like a birthday present. And I mean, hopefully he still likes Marvel superheroes. But I don't know, it's just like, I feel like this is the ultimate Lego Marvel set, and I don't know if it's ever going to be topped, because it's just what people have been wanting for so long, and I think it's been executed so perfectly. So yeah, let me know you guys' thoughts in the comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe as well, and I'll see you guys in more videos soon. Bye for now.